The Cameroon Football Federation election has actually reminded Cameroonians about the issue of democracy. Can we explain the fact that the election of the Football Federation FA boss is around the corner? Of all the personalities involved in Cameroon, with all the numerous players that Cameroon has produced as professional players who have done things, no one is qualified to stand for president of Cameroon Football Federation except Samuel Eto'o. How do you explain this fact that no one is credible? All the club presidents, all the players, former players, no one, all Cameroonians, no one is credible enough or qualified enough to stand in as a president of FECAFOOT except Samuel Eto'o. And I will be fair on this one, that this one to me is not good. And it comes to give a very, very negative image on Samuel Eto'o if he may want to engage in politics. Because they may be right, but it doesn't sound politically right. Because how do you explain the fact that you are running unopposed? It's like the president of Tanzania who ran unopposed. The president of Tanzania who ran unopposed. How do you explain the fact that with all the football skills and personalities we have in Cameroon, that it is only Samuel Eto'o that is worthy enough to become president of FECAFOOT with no challenger? No challenger. Something is not right somewhere. It is coming to remind Cameroonians of a very big puzzle in future. Those who advised Samuel Eto'o on this one did not give him a good advice. If it's me, I would have at least brought in some shadow candidates. These candidates to even show a semblance of democracy. Because we're looking at the big picture here. The big picture is in the next generations to come. If Eto'o wants to contest for presidency of the Republic of Cameroon, this alone is enough to tell the ordinary voter what they should expect if he's elected into office. This alone should tell the ordinary voters. The people in politics will not capitalize on this and wait and tell their voters that, you see, it was not only about popularity. It's not only about popularity. This is what we have been telling people. This is what we have been telling people. That this person only have the skills to play football. Because you will find it very difficult to come and convince Cameroonians in the next election cycle that you are competent enough to go the Joshua way. Joshua ended his career, eventually became president of Liberia. To some Liberians, he was a good president. To others, he was just a good football star and the worst president Liberia has ever had. No matter how bad anybody is, they will always have some other people who think that they have done well. Joshua won the election. But now, many people were thinking that Samuel Eto'o in future could become president of Cameroon. That is the big picture, not FECAFOOT. That's a big picture. And many people had been rooting for him before this 2025 presidential election. With this coming, that Eto'o is the only person worthy to become president of FECAFOOT. Lord, I am not worthy that I should enter under my roof. But they say the word that my soul shall be healed. So if FECAFOOT is, they are not worthy to become president. It's only Samuel that is worthy enough to become president. It is, to me, it is not good. The elecam of FECAFOOT, the body that collects documents to say this one is qualified or not, should have done justice, or at least to some level give credibility to the election process by at least allowing some candidates to participate, such that there should be a semblance of democracy. Now, people are out there. People who used to actually have a very favorable rating for Samuel Eto'o, they're out there saying that, man, you know what? Comparing Samuel Eto'o with we, 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 we with him, yeah, him, I know you know him. They're comparing Samuel Eto'o with him, that, and they're saying that has learned from the best. Eto'o has learned from the best. What does that mean? That tells you something, and you know the popularity of him has dropped to a certain level that if ordinary Cameroonians, forget about those who went and voted, the silent majority, those who murmur in silence and who have the right to vote, are saying that Samuel is behaving like him. And that tells you a lot. This is not a good image for Samuel. It's not a good image. So if I was to be in Samuel's position, I would have at least bring in David or somebody, come, make that person to be worthy. So then let's go for this election. Because you have a kind of high level of sanctity when you have a competitor, a high level of trust when you have a competitor. But now that you are alone, people are looking at you like Mama Suluhu of Tanzania, the president of Tanzania, who actually will know what happened. She actually she jailed every opposition leader and removed all the opposition leader on her way, then campaigned alone. How will you campaign alone? How now will you campaign alone? Well, come on, ça c'est le Cameroun. Il faut qu'à voter debout, comme les nations est debout.
Congratulations! You've passed your GCE or baccalaureate, and now it's time to choose a professional university that opens real doors to your future. Let us introduce you to the African Higher Institute of Technology, a career-focused institution that not only awards internationally recognized certificates, but also guarantees direct employment opportunities upon graduation through its solid network of partner companies and institutions worldwide. This school operates in collaboration with the Cameroon Ministry of Higher Education, UBA Bank, St. Francis Xavier Institute, Canada. Located in Yaoundé, Mendong, away from the noisy town, IHIT provides the following for its students: a free brand new laptop immediately after paying a registration fee of 25,000 francs CFA, free high-speed internet access on campus, hands-on professional training, mentorship from local and international experts, offering courses like local government in accounting, finance and administration, computer engineering, artificial intelligence, biomedical sciences, economics and finance, business and management, arts and education, law and public policy, agricultural sciences. Whether you dream of becoming a software developer, civil engineer, healthcare technician, or business strategist, IHT is your direct path to success. Apply now and take the bold step toward a future of innovation, professionalism, and global opportunity.